Here on episode 2 of Scholar School, we're going to look at some Koi Cuckoo opponents that one of my scholars have faced. They sent me 4 games and I haven't reviewed them yet. So they said there's some wins and some losses in here. We're just going to take a look at their team, as well as how they played it, and what I thought of their decisions, what I thought of their opponent's decisions, and just any sort of, like optimizations they can make. Now, this Scholars team is a little bit of a unique team. We've got a Lamb, Shoalstar, Spiky Wing Aqua in the back, the big damage with the cutting through the shields with the Spiky Wing. We can still put up a lot of shield using Lamb and Koi and Spiky, or we can use Shoalstars to avoid last stands. Probably slightly better with either Piranha or with Aranda. I think are both slight improvements, but this is still a really strong X. And then we have this Scarab, Nemo, Arco, Aqua in the middle that can get some good beast damage in there, can speed up, manipulate speed. We can also, stop healing, which is really crucial. And finally, it's a pretty unique plant. You don't see a lot of this. We've got Axie on our plant and Turnip, just to mess with those BPP teams. Now, you don't have the energy control that you usually want in the front. However, with Axie, it can really give people a hard time because they need to be careful about attacking into you on round 1 and 2. So often you're forced them to pass round 1, or round 2 if you defend and they try to unload on you, you can just light up their tank that you're often going to be faster than being 35 speed. You're going to be faster than 31 speed plants. So it's kind of a unique plant. So I'm excited to see how they play it. I played this for a little bit, but they weren't interested in playing it, so I sent it to their account. And yeah, we're going to focus mostly on Koi Cuckoo opponents. Looks like this one's 5 or 6 pure Aqua with the Cuckoo, and they're running Risky Fish, Risky Arrow, or Risky Beast, Revenge Arrow, Risky Beast, same card. And an Aqua stock Hot Butt Cactus serious tank. So let's take a look at these plays. Round 1, I think playing Risky Fish Scarab plus Hot Butt is a pretty good idea. If we want to, Hot Butt's fine too. I think Risky Fish Scarab Hot Butt, I think that's honestly what I would play. Looks like they just passed round 2. I'm not going to question it. I think they know this team better than me because it is kind of a unique plant. But it is nice to turn off that stealing ability and allows us to pass if we choose next round without any fear of serious. Okay, we just pass again. We're storing up energy. So overall, let's talk about the game plan versus these Koi Cuckoo Aqua teams. Like this Koi Cuckoo Aqua, they have to store all these back cards, right? So like we can really just defend our plant and get a lot of value from our plant, as this guy is forced to save his energy. So if we're able to steal, if we're able to just get the damage with this guy, that's really what we want to do and how we want to play this build. So yeah, I like this round 2 pass. I still think round 1, I think maybe we go Risky Scarab and then throw a Hot Butt out there. So it looks like our opponent has gone ahead and used an Arco, so we're going to keep track of that in game 1 Arco, double Cactus. Now our Axie is triggered. If we draw something like Turnip, Hot Butt, Axie, Cactus, I'm probably going to try to play these cards. Yep, so, okay, we draw some cards, but probably not enough shield to try to defend. Our opponent's on 5 energy. The problem is here, we can't really one-shot this dude very easily. We're going to go for it. Yeah. First of all, I think we should use Shoalstar, not Lamb. We want to save our Lamb for later in the game. I think this is fine. This is kind of the play you have to make at this point. We're going to speed up twice, hopefully be faster than this guy and potentially burst this guy. But the thing is, we really want to be saving up for versus the Koi guy later in the game, but we really don't have a choice with this card draw. So I like this decision. We're gonna speed both up, hopefully kill this plant, and then maybe we can take this guy out and just deny them of enough resources. I would use Shoalstar though. I'd save the Lamb for the end game. We are gonna get a pretty efficient kill, especially in lineups that are this close. Your cards went away. We can consider taking a more aggressive card ordering. For example, maybe we want to end with the Risky Fish and play Scarab Risky Fish, or we could have gone like Arco Risky Fish Scarab Nemo, depending on what they play. It's just something you gotta kind of calculate out and decide when is worth it and when it's not worth it. As played, I think we're trying to kill that guy, and it did make the difference at the last stand. So I think that was good ordering, but just something to consider. Ending with that attack plus prompt can really make a big difference. Now, we've already used the koi. We've seen them hold their kois. We know, looks like we have a decision to make. Yeah, and we're going to burst this guy. Knowing they have 4 energy, this guy should just be passing. Depending on his hand. With 5 cards in hand, I think this probably just a pass for them. We'll see what happens, and I'll give my thoughts. So, they have 4 energy. We're going to burst this guy and kill him, then get a little bit of damage on them. I think that's the right play. If we let them get in the spot where they are able to just play their Koi Cuckoo thing, double koi and a cuckoo, and they hold the lead, and then they speed up again, and then they one-shot you with their 4 120 damage cards. That's what they do in the end game. I think this guy's making a pretty significant mistake by attacking here. They should just be passing, and then they can 4-card you with 2 kois, and then they can one-shot you with 4 120 cards. It looks like you decide to burst this guy, hope to kill and get some damage. And I think that's your best chance of winning here, is that they try to defend here, which they're making a mistake by defending, but sometimes you need, your opponents aren't going to play perfectly. So I think this is the right idea. Yeah, so I think my main problem with this game, and we know they're on 4 energy. What are they going to try to do? I think we just pass and just pray we don't draw another spiky wing. We could try to defend, right? It depends what we think they're going to do. I think, but what they're going to do, actually, you know what? This is what they do. They go Koi Cuckoo. I think you can actually defend this guy here. Use your stuff, get some damage. 2 energies. Yeah, I would defend this guy. If this dude uses all 4 energy and one-shots you, and then he has 2 energy, he's putting himself in a spot where if you just pass, he has a guaranteed loss there. If he uses 4 cards, he's saying, I think they're going to defend this helpless fish that has very low damage versus me, and I'm going to one-shot them. You know what I mean? So, I would defend this right here. Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful play. And, looks like the guy's going to give up. Imagine giving up with a Koi Cuckoo Aqua. So, we draw our cards we need. Perfect. And sometimes we're not going to draw, and then they're going to one-shot us, but, not today. Not today, heathen. So, good game. I like your decisions throughout. I think maybe we could have gotten a little more aggressive with our plants in round 1. So, that round 1 play makes round 2 just kind of work more smoothly, where we have a mix-up where we can they think we're going to attack, we can use Nemos if we want and they can't steal, or, we just get them to waste a bunch of shield value versus. So let's go ahead and let's pull up the next game. All right, on to team 2. Let's see which version we're facing. Okay, so we're we're on the wrong side. Never mind. I was like, oh, they're playing a spiky wing. No, that's us. So the first thing I noticed is they have a scarab version, a little less damage. It's also got bird eyes and ears, so it's gonna go before us. With 402 health, but that's going to make it live a little less long. And then they've got a Goda, Sandal, Cattail, Beach Plant. It's also got Aqua Ears, and I think these are Beast Eyes. So it's 36 speed, it's only 456 health, which is kind of low for a tank. So yeah, Goda's going to come into play. Personally, I don't hate playing versus Goda. I think it's a little overrated. It's a good card, it's a good build, but I think it's slightly overplayed. Alright, so we have some good plant cards. Now, the question is, do we attack or not first round? I probably do attack. And I think we can either go Hot Butt, Cactus, Risky Fish, or just 3 plant cards. Those are both fine. But I would shut the Goda off. We can pass round 2 if we choose. We can get Cactus value. We actually go last, which is probably not very often you get to go last here. I would definitely be happy to get that Cactus value. Yeah. Okay, round 1, I definitely would defend the plant. Definitely would attack here. Now, I also would defend the plant. So, we're going to avoid the Goda, and I'm just going to play Cactus, Hot Butt, Turnip on my plant, and I'm going to play probably a Risky Fish here, and probably a Shoal Star on the back. as those are high damage. Yep. Okay. So we pass again. I just think we need to be more aggressive here with our plant. Like I get we're storing up energy. But like, we need to get some damage on this guy, because that gives us a lot of opportunities to, like, kill and speed up, and then either get damage and speed up, or, you know, like, we can Patagos them or whatever. So I think at some point, round 1 or 2, we need to have made some plant cards. Now we know they're gonna be at 6. Now I'm definitely playing plant cards. Beautiful. What else do we play? We use some spiky. Okay, let's take a look. So we know they're at 6 energy. We know they have this damage. They go first. I like the ordering here. Highest damage first. I think this is a bit of an overkill. I don't think we need to... Actually, I don't think we want to use this Koi here. I think this Koi is probably a pretty big mistake. If you do the damage calculations... Well, let me see. Yeah, I think we need a not spiky, and we need a double shoal star, I think is what it is. So, this is 224 damage, plus Cactus makes it 300 and... about 360 plus a couple of hot butts is going to be, you know, we're looking at about 560 plus a turnip. You know, we're at almost 610 damage here. This would kill through 400 shield. That's too much. That's too much. So I think you could either play spiky and 1 shoal star, or just play 2 shoal stars, which is my preferred move, because we're going to hold that spiky for later. Well, you know what? I don't mind using spiky. I think a spiky and 1 shoal star is the play. That way you've got 115, about 500 something. So that would kill through about 100 shield. Yeah. This is an overkill, and we want to conserve this Koi for later in the game. That's my problem with what's going on here. So as I'm reviewing this footage, I have another idea for a play we can make here. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play every Aqua card we have. We're going to play Spiky, Koi, Double Shoal, Nemo, Risky Fish, Arco. This is going to be over around 550 damage. So with the Spiky, we guarantee the kill. We're going to have 2 energy left back. And we can play Cactus, Hot Butt with it, dealing almost 300 damage with the boosted Cactus and the Hot Butt, turning off the Risky Fish. And then both our Aquas will be faster than their midline Aqua if they don't speed up next round. So even though we're using so many resources, this avoids Goda. This allows us to deny their midliner of value. And I think it is a really interesting idea. It's a little more aggressive and high gamble play. But when you're playing teams that have an advantage versus your team, we're more interested in taking these high risk, high reward plays. Because if we just play safe, you know, play conservative, we're going to lose. So I think this was a really interesting spot to go for that play. And I think in retrospect, after having some time to think about it, that's probably my preferred play here. So let's see what happens. So we get the damage. They go ahead and they are slamming into our shield. They started this on 6 energy. There's 2 and they got a Nemo. They destroy 1 with a Goda. So they are going to be a 5 energy next round, but they're going to be dead. Yeah, a little bit of an overkill. All right, so this guy is giving it the business. So, we're at 2. You decide to go ahead and attack now and get value. I think this is the right play after we've gotten in this situation. We're really in a tough situation here. One option that, well, we've already used our Koi as well. We're really out of options. Now, in this position, we need to do what you did. But if we had held, right, let's say last round we had held our Koi and we killed with the shoal stars, we end up potentially in the spot where we can like start passing and take the speed advantage back to them. So we're holding, we're storing up 6 energy. We can try to one-shot with 2 Kois, 2 shoal stars, and hope they waste a Koi in there somewhere. But really, I think we just needed to be more aggressive with our plant. At some point earlier in the game, probably round 1 really. But definitely round 2, if not round 1. And this game is, yeah, just going to be lost. This is the right idea. Hope they don't kill you. Hope you get the speed advantage and can get some value and hold some cards. Now, one other idea here you could make, and this is pretty results oriented, but you could play Turnip, for sure Turnip, probably Arco Turnip, right? And hope that they do exactly what they do here, which is be somewhat conservative with their kill. You would have had 110 shield, And if they try to do this and 4-card you, they're going to slam all their energy into this guy. So even though you don't get the value, you kind of brick wall and then you rob them of all that energy. That's one play you could consider. But, you know, that's kind of a crazy play that is a bit of a stretch. And now this game is just going to be nothing. Good pass. At this point, now I think what we want to do is play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we want to start going Risky Fish, double Koi. Or it's not Risky Fish. Play Spiky Wing, double Koi, and then we play Spiky Wing, double Koi again. And just hope that they only draw cards of this, and then we can kill them. You just give up. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's like 99%. You're gonna be dead. Let me know if you disagree with my analysis on any situations in the comments. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you've gotten this far and you haven't done so already. And yeah, let's just, I think, quick bullet points. Let's be more aggressive with getting value out of our plant, and more efficient with not using like Spiky Wings when they don't really give us much benefit, or try not to use the Kois too early. I know this specific Axie, the Koi Lamb Shoalstar, is tough because we want to save Koi for the end game. We want to save Lamb for the end game. So that really only, and we kind of want to save Spiky for specific situations. So it's not like the Piranha Aranda version where we can kind of use Piranhas and Arandas whenever we want. We have to be a little more selective about when we use those damage cards, especially the Lamb. So just, we really got to be picky with how we use that. So I think be more aggressive with your plant, be a little more conservative with those choices, with your backliner in particular, and you know, you'll be maybe see a little bit of an improvements or see some benefit from those decisions.